Hi everyone, so this is a recording done at the end of today's outing with my lovely Honda NC700X. Saying lovely because I'm growing attached to this bike now. I'm really feeling it and I love it. Although there's odd little niggles, but that's down to what previous owners have done, adding accessories to the bike. I love it. Yeah, I think I can say I love it. I love riding it. I love being on this machine. It feels all right. So the accessory I've added, power socket. So look, and same as I was just speaking to a guy at the two-wheel centre where I just stopped. I've asked up at the sales light, is it okay if another day I bring the GoPro and have a look around there? The whole shop, because just been to CMC, and they said yeah, I don't see why not. I could have done it today, but I think I've got enough footage today to edit probably a couple of hours worth of footage. I'm gonna have to go through and cut, but I don't think I swore the whole of the video, but there's a couple of what do we call them? Cunts, twats, idiots. In this video, so there's no other swearing other than in the video. People who simply just pulled out on me or just crossed the street in front of me on like mobility scooters, or pushing pushchairs out in front of you, or cars and that sort of thing. So I don't know. And they obviously don't think that, oh, we've got a camera on there and is recording us. So yeah, I'd love to get one for the back, because a couple of times today people have nearly at the arse end of the bike that came very close. So I'd have loved to have had a camera on there, and maybe like even a thing on my back that says smile, you're on YouTube, you know, rather than smile, you're on camera, smile, you're on YouTube, so they know they're going directly on. You know, it might piss them off even more, or it might make them think, oh shit, I don't want to be recorded, I better not be a knobhead now. Alright, well, enjoy the footage. Lots of bikes on today's recording. Alright, I'll see you soon and take care. Oh, please subscribe, like and share. That'll really help the channel as well. Thank you very much, and enjoy your weekend. arrived at CMC Claycross, and you won't believe me, I've just tried it and it fits. I'll show you. Because it's a lovely scorching day, I've locked my helmet on there as usual. I managed to get all my jacket in there instead, so I don't have to worry about leaving that anywhere. So, pulled up next to this bike, Yamaha Dragstar. I used to have one similar, but mine was the classic model, so the rear fairing was different, and the front forks had big covers on as well. So we'll go and have a look around the bikes in a second. So starting at the end of the line, we'll have a walk around and then we'll have a look inside as well, because I want to know if they've got a Honda Grom or Honda Monkey. I'd like to have a look at one of them. Oh, it's MT07, it says it's on there.
Will you take your right world?
Hey?
Will you take your right world?
What, on this?
Oh, is it yours?
No.
Oh, that is?
I don't know whose it is.
Oh.
Mine's down there. Yeah. Right there, welcome back. So these two bikes that I was going to look at are just about to leave, but that gentleman just wanted to stop and chat about his old biking days. But I'll tell you what, I wish I'd took the winter lining out of my trousers, because I'm frigging melting, and I've got shorts on as well, so I'm glad I didn't put my trousers on under these.
They look a bit well used, your Spanish, but they do the job, don't they?
They're handmade.
Yeah.
They won't paint.
Very good.
I was at Matlock last weekend expecting to see a lot more older bikes. They
Yeah,
used
a
to
friend
get...
of mine went on Saturday. I think he said there was a couple of old bikes, not many.
Not many now, a couple of old Hondas.
Yeah, they do. Obviously with the...
A lot of old riders.
Yeah?
There's a lot of old
Oh
riders.
yeah, I noticed when I'm working, I'm thinking, look at all these going out. They're either rich or retired.
Retired.
or both.
No, just retired.
Yeah. I like this bike, yeah. Well, it'd be too heavy for me, I think, that GS. That's probably, I'm guessing, the 1250. Can't see it on it anywhere. I think they're about 25 grand, they are. No shaft drive. That's better, get in shade. Triumph Rocket. Yeah, Rocket 3.
They also have warranty issues. You strip the plates down.
That looks too fiddly, that, when you're riding. That reminds me, I've got to reset the clock on mine because I've added an accessory, which I'll probably show you in a bit. It's just a charging port, so when I put a sat nav on the bike, I can plug it in. But I was going to cut the power cable and solder in an inline fuse. Sorry, it's already got an inline fuse, an inline switch, so that it's not constantly live and it doesn't drain the battery. But I haven't done that, so I've wired half the cable up to the battery and left the rest. So if I want to put the power on for the bike, I just need to unscrew 2 screws out the battery box and connect it together, and job's done. They've changed so much over the years. CB5, oh, it's CB650, not a 500. That's an old, odd-looking bike. Xt660. There's a couple down there. Oh, his clothing place is still open. I haven't been in that place for years as well. Well, I haven't been riding bikes for years. An old GS. Looks a big hefty bike. It's like someone's been out for lessons, possibly. Look at these great big bull bars on here. Friggin' hell. Oh, it's an MT-07. Looks small and nippy. Just a little under at the end. Oh, it's the NC750X. I forgot what year. Well, let's have a look what year it is. 17. Because for 1 year they did this system on top of here so you could strap tank bags on. Mine's the first year, 2012, so it hasn't got that, and some of the newer models haven't got that as well. But that's what I want to get for mine next. Top box. But I might end up going with saddlebags, because I was looking this morning, getting the luggage for this bike is going to cost me probably 400 or 500 quid, and it's either spend it on that or I'm going to spend it on a sat nav. But it doesn't same as me, got a GoPro mount on bike as well. They've even got a little shield for clock look on this model. And guards is another feature that I'm looking at for getting for mine as well. I think on the newer models they put a taller screen as standard. On mine it's quite short. Put a radiator guard on. Other than that, or a can, but other than that it looks pretty standard. It's a shame while I'm recording it's not showing me my battery level, so it could cut out at any minute. But I'll go and get inside in a minute. Hopefully it'll be cooler, and when I do I'll chuck a new battery in. Now I did go and sit on the 250 V-Strom. I'm guessing that's the bigger one. I don't know whether that's a 600 or 650. I forgot what they've made. You can get some sort of engine bars like that for my bike, and I did debate it, but everything's an extra cost. I should have perhaps just waited and bought the model that I've got now, but with accessories already on it. It's an old GS 500. Never keen on these style of handlebars. Yeah, but yeah, I could have got a bike with accessories already on it, but then again the bike would have had a lot more mileage for the price that I'm looking at, and probably not as well looked after. That's nice, that is. Invictus. Oh, it's a bike club look. Yeah. It says Invictus Britannia. I bet it's nice riding that, because I bet that front fairing just takes all wind off it top on you. When I had my Dragstar, I had a big fairing on front of that, and that were nice to sit behind because you got no wind blasting at you at all. Dorothy's Speed Shop's got one like that. I think it's exactly the same colours as well. But I'm not sure whether he's got the 500 or he's got the 350. Strange headlights on that one.
Yeah. Well, I was went to
That's a little, oh it is, it's 125. I'm going to say that looks like a little engine tucked under there. The 125. Good grief, an old Z1000. My late father-in-law were doing one of these up in garage. Well, no, actually his was the Z660 he was doing up just before he passed. MFP, so that's tribute to Mad Max films. The goose. You can see it there, look. That's nice, that. Another nice Harley. Plenty of chrome, plenty of cleaning to do for that bike. What's this? Ducati Monster. Harley Sportster. Tiny little tank on that. What's that? Just has a W1 tank. I'm looking for a badge. It looks like a Triumph, but it's not going to be a Triumph with a W1. I don't know what that is, but it looks absolutely brand new. Oh, Kawasaki. I'd have never had a clue with a big W1 tank what that bike were. The newer version, the Z1000, so that's the old one, that down there that we've seen, the Mad Max tribute. This is a more modern version. That looks nice. That's what I liked about my Phasers. When you sat on it, the tank went up and you just felt comfortable when you got leaning over. You could rest your belly on here. And that's why they got the guard on there, look, the scratch guard. And I put one on mine as well when I had mine. But with my bike, as you can probably see over there, it's a lot less of a slope. It doesn't come up dramatically and then go over. It's very gradual slope. Chopper. Right, time to get inside because I am chuffing melting now. Well, I can see from front of the camera how much battery there is, but it just doesn't show you on the back. So I'll chuck a new battery and we'll go inside and have a look. So, just about to enter CMC at Claycross. Now, I've been to the Superbike factory at Donington and I need to get over there with the camera because this is quite a large showroom, but the one at Donington is massive compared to this. But it's quite busy today. I thought they'd got rid of the CAF, but it looks like they've got the CAF back again. I'm going to go and have a look at them, what they are. Yeah, it was last, I think it was September, October when I came here last time, and this was all different, how it's been set out. It's only a 125, but it looks like a bigger bike. Bloody hell. If I had the choice when I was learning to ride years ago or something like that, where it looks like there'd be enough leg room on that for me. But I'm always into cruisers to start off with. There's loads of bikes, I don't know where to start going up and down. I think if it's just something a bit unusual I ain't seen before, then I'll get that on camera. Talking about stuff that's unusual, I've walked past it over there, three-wheeled scooters. Unusual paintwork around here. Let's go and have a look at this. Not this one, there's another one to show you which is slightly off camera. You've probably just caught a glimpse on it. This one here, look at the paintwork on this one. Oh, it's Victory Motorcycles. What's the price on this? It's going to be high. Oh, it's only 10.5 grand. I thought that'd have been something more like 15 to 20 grand, because they are quite expensive. It's got a huge front wheel on there. God knows what size that is. They have a workshop here as well, which is just through there. Clothing department, which is just through there. We'll have a look in there in a minute. More cruisers up there. I sat on the Versys 300 and it felt quite nice. Big bike. The shock was in the centre, which I like, rather than offset. But this one's got a short screen as well, same as mine. Oh, it's a VFR. Another one. A lot of the MT range. Oh, they've got a Royal Enfield in. I don't know if it's a Continental or a GT from here. It's Interceptor. Oh, and it's sold. It's a lot nicer and cooler inside shop than being stood out in sun. Yeah, I'll have to have a ride out probably next weekend, and I'll go to I think it's called Power Sports at Donington Park, and it's literally got corridors of bikes and all the same colour, all the same make, just lined up. And they've got a cafe there as well, and I think they've got a clothing department, so we'll have to go there next weekend and have a look around. So this is their clothing department and service. So before me my last crash, when I stopped riding, I bought my last helmet from here and I splashed out. I got I think it was a Sparda helmet, 150 quid. There's helmets a lot more money than that, and we'll probably go and have a look at some in a second. But that were a lot back then, because I used to spend about 30 to maybe 50 quid on an helmet. and it's still got the British stamp on it to say that it was safe, but it worked, it did it. So 130 quid for them, because I did come in here when I was going to go back to riding again to have a look at the gear, and I couldn't believe the prices of stuff. So yeah, look, 250 quid for an helmet. I think I got mine for just under 90 quid, the brand that I've got. $330 for that one. Good grief. Loads more, look. This all depends on what you want to spend. 380 quid for that one. All those. That's the servicing department. That's where I used to go for chains and sprockets and bits and bobs like that. This is what I'm thinking about chucking on back end at bike, because the hard luggage is too expensive for bike. Just getting a pair of bags like this and just throw them over, because the handrails has got a hole in the side where I could easily tie them to, and it's not going to slip off the bike. So I might have a look at some of these. It's pointless getting a tank bag for the bike because there's nowhere to strap it to, and if you do strap under the flap that goes down, you're stressing the mechanism, because it's not going to seal the front trunk section properly. When you've seen my bike, you hopefully will understand what I mean, because the petrol tank's not at the front, it's at the rear. This was the type of helmet I was going to go for when I started back again. Don't know what make that one is, but it was basically exactly like that. Bloody hell, was 400 quid, now 300 quid. Now the one I was looking at were only about 80 quid. I can't remember the make of it. They have some crazy expensive stuff. Like years ago they had stuff like this, and they called them dragon jeans. And they were meant to be like 3 times the thickness, and some you could get padding in as well, so you could look trendy when you're on the bike, as opposed to, you know, great big bulky over trousers like what I'm wearing now, which I need to take the winter lining out of because they are really hot now. But next week it's meant to change. Got loads of different gloves, look. But yeah, next week it's meant to throw it down. So is this a sale bin, look? I might have a look in here in a minute. Still 60 quid. I think I paid about 35 for ones I've got. Yeah, I'm a savvy spender when it comes to anything. I'll always search for the best price. Loads of different jackets. I'm not sure we've gone by all the trousers. No, the trousers are all scattered about all over the place. Now, talking about being a savvy spender, and you look at the price of these Alpine Stars at 350 quid. Aldi years and years ago had a motorbike clothing sale, and I went in. I was lucky, I got the last pair of boots, similar sort of thing to this, where you got toe protection, heel protection, you know, with reinforced pieces and stuff like that, and they were like 30 quid. I dropped on with them. So but this time I've got these ankle boots. Which I got from Two Wheel Centre at Mansfield. So, similar to this basically, what I've got. I can't remember the make of them. So you've got laces and then a Velcro strap at the top. Right, we'll go and have a look down where Caff is. Years ago as well, they used to have a couple of older bikes dotted around in shop that weren't really for sale, but it looked nice. But they used to have a shop at trying to remember what it's called now, Kalo, I think it were. They had a shop there. Just got to wait for traffic to pass. That's a 125. Yeah. Oh, that's the mirrors. They fold forward. Look, I don't know if that's for storage or what. I don't know. That just don't look right. Don't know what CC this one is. Oh, it'll tell me up here, won't it? It just says Nikon GT. No, it doesn't say. No, can't see it. It looks a big lump in there. So I don't know what that is, whether it's a 4-cylinder or what. No idea. Yeah, when the phaser stopped, I think it rolled down to emissions. They came out with, they replaced the Fraser and they went with this MT range. And they did lots of them. And then I think some years ago they brought out the Tracer range. So that's the CAF, which wasn't on the last time I came, and I thought it had actually been shut down and gone. This must be like the adventure section then. Yeah, I could have done with buying something like that with everything that I want already on it, with the luggage and extra lights and taller screen. I'll go around in a second and have a look at the price of that one. Not that I could have it now though, because I've just bought mine. Here's the Triumph. 6.5 grand. Very, very thin spoke wheels. It looks like it's built for adventure, but I won't take it off-road, not with these wheels on. I'd want some spoke wheels. That's what you want for off-roading. Or you can have it for a little price of 11 grand. Yeah, the last bike I bought from these were a Yamaha Xt660. That's the one that I was riding when I was hit by the deer. I didn't see any of those when I was walking around, but right, well, we're about done in here now, having a look around. So, get back on the road and head home. I like the exhaust when it's all tucked up underneath. Tracer 700. Let's 7,350. Oh, it's on special offer as well. That is the special offer price. What year is that? Oh yeah, it's brand new, so it's not being registered. Yeah, all the Jap bikes are expensive. They've all gone up. That's another tracer. I don't know whether it's just the colour or what, but I like that one better. It seems that it goes up more on the tank, as this one's more, if you look at the line, it's more gradual, as that one seems to step up a lot more. I like the big taller screen though. It'd be better if it were a bit more vertical, because with my height being sat here, I'm still going to get it coming off at top and hitting me in the head with wind. Those fixing mounts don't look very strong at all. I wonder with either these ones or with aftermarkets whether you'll end up getting cracks around those fixing points. This is about 4 or 5 mil thick. Some big scooters. 12 grand for a scooter. Crazy. 6,200 for that one. So that's a 300cc, I'm guessing, with. And then this one's probably 560. Yeah. And some littler scooters. From 125s, look, 3,400 for that one. And that's it. Basically had to walk around. So get on the bike and go home now.
it.